Welcome to our video on 10 tips for improving user experience on your website, brought to you by Zook SEO. As experts in search engine optimization, we understand the importance of a great user experience in driving website success. That's why we've put together these tips to help you improve the UX on your website and see real results in terms of engagement, conversions, and overall website performance. Whether it's ensuring easy navigation, optimizing page loading speed, or including social media and contact information, each tip is designed to create a seamless and enjoyable experience for your users. And by incorporating these tips, you'll not only be improving the user experience but also positively impacting your website's search engine rankings. So let's dive in and explore these 10 tips for improving user experience on your website, and start seeing real results today with Zook SEO. First, let's define what user experience, or UX, is. UX refers to how a person feels when interacting with a website, software, or product. It encompasses all aspects of the user's interaction with the product, including the design, usability, and functionality. Good UX is essential for the success of any website, as it helps to create a positive and enjoyable experience for the user, which can lead to increased engagement and conversions. User experience, UX, and search engine optimization, SEO, are two important factors to consider when designing and marketing a website. Here are a few ways in which UX and SEO are related. Good UX can help improve SEO. If visitors find your website confusing or difficult to use, they are likely to leave quickly, which can increase your bounce rate. High bounce rates can negatively impact your search engine rankings. On the other hand, if visitors find your website easy to use and navigate, they are more likely to stay longer and interact with more pages, which can improve your search engine rankings. SEO can improve UX. By optimizing your website for relevant keywords, you can make it easier for people to find your website when they search for those terms. This can help improve the UX by ensuring that visitors are able to find the information they need more easily. Both UX and SEO are important for conversions. Ultimately, the goal of both UX and SEO is to encourage visitors to take a desired action on your website, whether that's filling out a form, making a purchase, or signing up for a newsletter. By focusing on both UX and SEO, you can increase the chances that visitors will convert. UX and SEO are interrelated and both are important for the success of a website. By considering both factors, you can create a website that is easy to use, easy to find, and ultimately more successful at achieving your business goals. Now, let's get into the tips for improving UX on your website. Make your website visually appealing. This includes using high-quality images, choosing a clean, easy-to-read font, using appropriate colors and branding, and considering the overall layout and organization. The visual design of your website plays a major role in how users perceive it and can have a significant impact on the overall UX. Here are some tips for making your website visually appealing. Use high-quality images. High-quality images can make your website look professional and visually appealing. Avoid using low-resolution or blurry images, as they can have the opposite effect. Choose a clean, easy-to-read font. The font you use on your website should be easy to read and not strain the eyes. Avoid using fancy or decorative fonts, as they can be difficult to read. Use appropriate colors and branding. The colors you use on your website should be consistent with your branding and create the desired mood or atmosphere. In general, it's best to use a limited color palette and choose colors that work well together. Consider the overall layout and organization. The layout and organization of your website can have a big impact on the UX. Using whitespace effectively can help to create a sense of order and make it easier for users to find what they are looking for. Use images and graphics appropriately. While images and graphics can add visual interest to your website, it's important to use them appropriately. Avoid using too many graphics, as they can slow down the loading speed of your website. Also, make sure that the images and graphics you use are relevant to the content of your website. Use appropriate image sizes. Using images that are too large can slow down the loading speed of your website. On the other hand, using images that are too small can make your website look pixelated or blurry. Make sure to use appropriate image sizes for your website. Use responsive design. With the increasing number of devices that people use to access the internet, it's important to use responsive design, which ensures that your website looks good on all devices. Using responsive design can improve the UX for users on mobile devices and help to create a consistent experience across devices. Making your website visually appealing involves using high-quality images, a clean and easy-to-read font, appropriate colors and branding, and a well-organized layout. By following these tips, you can create a visually appealing website that provides a positive experience for users. Ensure easy navigation. This includes using a clear and logical site structure, using descriptive and relevant page titles, using clear and intuitive menu options, using breadcrumb trails, and including a search function. Easy navigation is essential for good UX on your website. Here are some tips for improving navigation. Use a clear and logical site structure. Organize your website's content into logical categories and subcategories, and use clear headings and subheadings to help users find what they are looking for. Use descriptive and relevant page titles. The page title is the text that appears in the browser tab and is also used by search engines to understand the content of the page. Make sure to use descriptive and relevant page titles to help users and search engines understand the content of your website. Use clear and intuitive menu options. The menu is often the first place that users look when they want to navigate your website. Make sure to use clear and intuitive menu options that accurately describe the content of each page. Use breadcrumb trails. Breadcrumb trails are a secondary navigation system that shows the user's location within the site hierarchy. They can help users understand the structure of your website and easily navigate back to previous pages. Use search functionality. A search function can be a helpful tool for users who are looking for specific information on your website. Make sure to use a search function that is easy to use and returns relevant results. By following these tips, you can create a website that is easy for users to navigate and find what they are looking for. Use whitespace effectively. Whitespace can help to improve the readability, clarity, aesthetics, and navigation of your website. Using whitespace effectively can help to improve the UX of your website in several ways. Improved readability. Whitespace helps to separate different sections and elements on your website, making it easier for users to focus on the content. This can improve readability and make it easier for users to understand and retain information. Increased clarity. By using whitespace to separate different elements, you can create a sense of order and hierarchy, making it easier for users to understand the structure and organization of your website. Enhanced aesthetics. Whitespace can help to create a clean and uncluttered look for your website, which can be more aesthetically pleasing for users. Improved navigation. By using whitespace to separate different sections, you can make it easier for users to find what they are looking for and navigate your website. Using whitespace effectively can help to improve the readability, clarity, aesthetics, and navigation of your website, which can all contribute to a positive UX. Optimize page loading speed. This includes testing your website's loading speed, using optimized images, minimizing the use of large graphics and videos, using a content delivery network, CDN, and enabling browser caching. No one likes to wait for a slow-loading website. Not only is it frustrating for users, but it can also negatively impact your search engine rankings. Make sure to test your website's loading speed and address any issues to improve the UX. Using optimized images and minimizing the use of large graphics or videos can also help to improve loading speed. Page loading speed is an important factor in the UX of your website. Here are some tips for optimizing page loading speed. Test your website's loading speed. Use tools like Google PageSpeed Insights or Pingdom to test your website's loading speed and identify any issues. Use optimized images. Large, high-resolution images can significantly slow down the loading speed of your website. Make sure to use optimized images that are properly sized and compressed to improve loading speed. Minimize the use of large graphics and videos. Large graphics and videos can also significantly slow down the loading speed of your website. Consider using smaller, optimized graphics and videos, or using alternative methods, such as using a thumbnail image with a link to a video. Use a content delivery network, CDN. A CDN is a network of servers that deliver web content based on the geographic location of the user. Using a CDN can help to reduce the loading time of your website by serving content from a server that is closer to the user. Enable browser caching. Browser caching allows a user's browser to store static files, such as images and CSS files, locally, so that they don't have to be downloaded again on subsequent visits to the website. Enabling browser caching can improve the loading speed of your website for returning visitors. Following these tips, you can improve the loading speed of your website and provide a better UX for users. Make your website mobile-friendly. This includes ensuring that your website is responsive, using a mobile-first design approach, using larger font sizes and buttons, simplifying the design, and optimizing images. With the increasing number of people accessing the internet on their smartphones and tablets, it's important to have a mobile-friendly website. Here are some tips for making your website mobile-friendly. Ensure that your website is responsive. A responsive website is one that adjusts its layout and design to fit the size of the device it is being viewed on. This ensures that users have a consistent and optimal experience regardless of the device they are using. Use a mobile-first design approach. A mobile-first design approach involves designing the mobile version of your website first, with the desktop version being a secondary consideration. This ensures that the mobile version of your website is the primary focus and provides the best possible experience for mobile users. Use larger font sizes and buttons. On mobile devices, it's important to use larger font sizes and buttons to make it easier for users to tap with their fingers. Simplify the design. On mobile devices, it's important to simplify the design to avoid overwhelming users with too much content. Consider using a minimalist design approach and only including the most essential information. Optimize images. Large, high-resolution images can significantly slow down the loading speed of your website on mobile devices. Make sure to use optimized images that are properly sized and compressed to improve loading speed on mobile. Following these tips, you can create a mobile-friendly website that provides a positive experience for users on mobile devices. This can help to increase engagement and conversions from mobile users. Use clear and concise headings and subheadings. This includes using headings and subheadings to break up content, create a sense of hierarchy, and improve readability in SEO. Clear and concise headings and subheadings are important for improving the UX of your website in several ways. Improved readability. Headings and subheadings help to break up content and make it easier for users to scan and understand. Use clear and concise headings that accurately describe the content and are easy to read. Increased clarity. Headings and subheadings can help to create a sense of hierarchy and structure, making it easier for users to understand the organization of your website. Enhanced aesthetics. Using appropriate headings and subheadings can help to create a clean and uncluttered look for your website, which can be more aesthetically pleasing for users. Improved SEO. Headings and subheadings that are keyword-rich can help to improve the SEO of your website by helping search engines understand the content of your pages. In summary, using clear and concise headings and subheadings can help to improve the readability, clarity, aesthetics, and SEO of your website, which can all contribute to a positive UX. Use appropriate font sizes. This includes using a font size that is large enough to be easily readable, avoiding excessively large font sizes, using relative font sizes, testing different font sizes, and considering accessibility guidelines. Using a font size that is too small can be difficult to read and frustrating for users. On the other hand, using a font size that is too large can make your website look cluttered. Find a happy medium by using a font size that is large enough to be easily readable. Using an appropriate font size is important for the readability and usability of your website. Here are some tips for using appropriate font sizes. Use a font size that is large enough to be easily readable. A font size that is too small can be difficult to read and frustrating for users. Use a font size that is large enough to be easily readable, especially on smaller screens such as mobile devices. Avoid using excessively large font sizes. A font size that is too large can make your website look cluttered and overwhelming. Avoid using excessively large font sizes, especially for body text. Use relative font sizes. Rather than using fixed font sizes, use relative font sizes, such as M or Rem, that scale based on the user's browser settings. This ensures that the font size is appropriate for the user's device and preferences. Test different font sizes. Use A/B testing to test different font sizes on your website and see which one performs best for your users. Consider accessibility. Make sure that your font size is large enough for users with visual impairments to read, adhering to accessibility guidelines. Using appropriate font sizes, you can improve the readability and usability of your website, which can contribute to a positive UX for users. Use bullet points and lists to organize content. This includes using bullet points to highlight key points, using numbered lists for step-by-step instructions, keeping lists and bullet points short, using appropriate formatting, and testing different formats. Bullet points and lists are a great way to organize content and make it easier to scan. Use bullet points to highlight key points, and use numbered lists for step-by-step instructions. Using bullet points and lists is a great way to organize content and make it easier for users to scan and understand. Here are some tips for using bullet points and lists effectively. Use bullet points to highlight key points. Bullet points can be used to break up content and make it easier for users to scan and understand. Use bullet points to highlight key points, such as benefits or features of a product or service. Use numbered lists for step-by-step instructions. Numbered lists are useful for providing step-by-step instructions or procedures, as it's easy for users to follow the sequence. Keep lists and bullet points short. Keep your lists and bullet points short, with no more than a few items per list. This will make it easier for users to scan and understand the information. Use appropriate formatting. Use appropriate formatting for your lists and bullet points, such as using different bullet styles for different levels of information. Test different formats. Consider using A/B testing to test different formats of your lists and bullet points to see which one performs best for your users. Using bullet points and lists to organize content, you can improve the usability and readability of your website, which can contribute to a positive UX for users. Include social media and contact information. This includes adding social media icons and links, making sure contact information is visible and easily accessible, using a contact form, using click-to-call and click-to-email, and showing availability/office hours if applicable. Making it easy for users to connect with you on social media and contact you can help to improve the overall UX. Make sure to include links to your social media profiles and clear contact information, such as a phone number and email address, on your website. Including social media and contact information on your website can help to improve the overall UX by making it easy for users to connect with you and get in touch. Here are some tips for including social media and contact information. Add social media icons and links. Include icons for your social media profiles and links to them on your website. This makes it easy for users to find and follow you on social media. Make sure contact information is visible and easily accessible. Make sure that your contact information, such as your phone number and email address, is visible and easily accessible on your website. This makes it easy for users to get in touch with you. Use a contact form. A contact form is a good way for users to get in touch with you through your website. Make sure that your contact form is easy to use and clearly explains what information users need to provide. Use click-to-call and click-to-email. On mobile devices, it's useful to allow users to tap the phone number or email address to make a call or send an email directly from their device. Show availability/office hours. If your business has physical presence, include information about your office hours, location, and contact details so that customers can visit you. including social media and contact information on your website. You can make it easy for users to connect with you and get in touch, which can help to improve the overall UX. Test your website. This includes usability testing, 8B testing, click tracking, heat mapping, browser compatibility testing, and gathering feedback from real users to continuously improve the website's UX. Testing your website is an important step in improving the UX. There are several different types of testing that can be performed, including usability testing. Usability testing involves asking real users to perform tasks on your website and gathering feedback to identify any issues or areas for improvement. This can help you to identify any problems that users are having with your website, such as difficulty finding information or navigating. A/B testing. A/B testing involves creating two versions of a page and showing them to users to see which performs better. This can help you to optimize your website by identifying the most effective design elements and layouts. Click tracking. Click tracking involves using software to track where users are clicking on your website. This can help you to understand how users are interacting with your website and identify any areas that need improvement. Heat mapping. Heat mapping involves using software to track where users are moving their cursor or scrolling on your website. This can help you to understand how users are interacting with your website and identify any areas that need improvement. Browser compatibility testing. Browser compatibility testing is checking whether your website is working properly on different browsers and versions. Make sure that your website is compatible with the most popular browsers and devices in the market. By testing your website, you can gain valuable insights and make informed decisions about how to optimize the UX. It's always important to test your website with real users, as they provide the most valuable insights and feedbacks. It's worth mentioning that SEO also plays a role in user experience, and thus, it's important to optimize your website not only for users but also for search engines. This means that you should use relevant keywords in the headings and subheadings, make sure your images are properly tagged and optimized, create high-quality and informative content, and make sure your website is mobile-friendly and fast-loading as well. By following these tips, you can create a website that provides a positive and enjoyable experience for users, which can lead to increased engagement, improved conversions, and ultimately achieve your business goals. Remember, testing and analyzing the results is crucial for finding out what works best for your website, and continuously optimizing and improving the UX is an ongoing process.